Venezuela's political crisis has entered a new and uncertain phase. Trump says the US will run Venezuela, but on the ground, the country already has an interim president, Delcy Rodríguez, who is actively issuing statements and managing the crisis. The question now is who she really is: a pro-US pragmatist, a hardened insider protecting Venezuelan power, or the figure who will decide how and by whom Venezuela is actually run. For the first time since US forces captured President Nicolás Maduro, Venezuela's acting president has struck a notably conciliatory tone toward Washington. On Sunday, acting President Delcy Rodríguez offered to collaborate with the United States on an agenda centered on what she called shared development. The message, posted on social media, marked a sharp shift from the defiant rhetoric heard just a day earlier, when Caracas condemned the US operation as an illegal grab for Venezuela's national resources. Rodríguez said her government is now prioritizing a move toward respectful relations with Washington, signaling a possible opening after one of the most dramatic confrontations between the two countries in decades.
He's in charge of Venezuela right now. Have you spoken to the newly sworn-in president there, Rodríguez? And what are your thoughts on the entire situation when you said the U.S. would run Venezuela?
We're dealing with the people. We're dealing with the people that just got sworn in. And don't ask me who's in charge, because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
That means we're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
We're in charge.
Have you spoken with her?
No, I haven't, but other people
Do you want to?
Yeah, at the right time I will.
Did the U.S. give Delcy Rodríguez any guarantees in exchange for cooperating
No,
with your
no,
administration?
but she's cooperating.
Are you going to demand free and fair elections in the short term in Venezuela?
Well, it depends on, what you're talking. We have to do one thing in Venezuela, bring it back. It's a dead country right now. It's a country that, frankly, we would have been, if I had lost the election, we would have been a dead country. We would have been Venezuela on steroids. Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back, and we're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go. They're going to go in, they're going to rebuild the infrastructure. We built it to start off with many years ago. They took it away. You can't do that. And you can't do that with me. They did it with other presidents.
How soon do you think an election can take place in Venezuela? How soon can an election take place?
Well, I think we're looking more at getting it fixed, getting it ready first, because it's a mess. The country is a mess. It's been horribly run. The oil is just flowing at a very low level. Much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they're doing. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in, and they're going to fix the infrastructure, and they're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to take care, more importantly, of the people, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country. And they're going to be taken very good care of. Yes.
Delcy Rodríguez, who also serves as Venezuela's oil minister, has long been viewed as the most pragmatic figure inside Maduro's inner circle. President Donald Trump has previously suggested she was open to working with the United States, particularly on energy and security issues. But publicly, the line from Caracas has remained far more confrontational. Rodríguez and other senior officials have repeatedly described the detention of Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, as a kidnapping, insisting Maduro remains Venezuela's legitimate president, despite his removal.
In the very early hours of today, precisely at 1:58 in the morning, the government of the United States of America launched an unprecedented and utterly unprovoked military aggression against the sovereign Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. This truly constitutes a terrible and deeply regrettable stain on the future development of bilateral relations between these two nations. In that military operation, President Nicolás Maduro and the First Lady, First Combatant Celia Flores were captured. To our Venezuela, to our people, there is a government here with clarity. We have convened this National Defense Council, in which the public powers of the Venezuelan state are participating. We demand the immediate release of President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. The only president of Venezuela is President Nicolás Maduro. Whether by inheritance or duty, we have the sacred obligation to safeguard our national independence, our sovereignty, our territorial integrity, which was savagely attacked in the early hours of today. Everything within the Constitution. We learned this from Commander Chavez in the face of adversity, in the face of coup d'etat, in the face of oil sabotage. We are ready to defend Venezuela. We are ready to defend our natural resources, which must be used for national development. The extremists who have promoted this armed aggression against our country, history and justice will make them pay. If there is one thing that the Venezuelan people and this country are absolutely certain of, it is that we will never again be slaves, that we will never again be a colony of any empire, no matter what kind.
Trump, for his part, left little room for ambiguity. Speaking to reporters on Sunday, the U.S. president warned that further military action remains on the table. He said he could order another strike if Venezuela fails to cooperate with U.S. demands to open up its oil industry and curb drug trafficking.
Speaking of those U.S. troops, I mean, one thing that Americans and a lot of people are wondering, you just sounded like you weighed out another strike, another land strike at least in Venezuela. You sound like you weighed that out. But
Well, we haven't. We didn't need it.
but-
We were prepared to do a second strike if we needed. We're totally prepared.
But that's
And
off
we're
the table.
still prepared.
That's off the table now.
No, it's not. If they don't behave, we will do a second strike.
Will you demand
The
that
question is
Venezuela-
that the American troops, are they going to be on the ground? They're doing any kind of peacekeeping? I think Americans are very...
Depends. It depends on what happens. It depends a little bit on the new administration, if you want to call it.
So if you see that pushback from Rodríguez and ultimately...
Well, I don't think there was pushback. I think that
She
frankly,
called it...
well, you know, you hear a different person than I hear.
Really? So you have spoken with her?
We talked to them, yeah.
Oh, you did speak with her?
They've been very good.
Because she called it kidnapping of Maduro.
It's all right. It's not a bad term. Go ahead.
No, are you going to demand that Delcy Rodríguez let opposition figures return or free any political prisoners?
We haven't gotten to that yet. Right now, what we want to do is fix up the oil, fix up the country, bring the country back, and then have elections.
No. Is it fair?
We better bring the country back. Otherwise, you're gonna have a mess that's so bad. It was really bad. It's going to get a lot worse unless we go in and fix it.
Is the U.S. going to reopen its embassy in Caracas or get the DEA?
We're thinking about it. We've been asked to do it.
Behind the scenes, Venezuela's institutions moved quickly to fill the power vacuum. On Saturday, the Constitutional Chamber of Venezuela's Supreme Court ordered that Delcy Rodríguez formally assume the role of acting president. The ruling cited the need to guarantee administrative continuity and what it called the comprehensive defense of the nation following Maduro's sudden detention.